Gregorian and Dillian Fishman takeover. It's Gristle time! Greetings to all of our friends out there on the inner Googles. I'm going to go over here so I can see the dashboard. The dashboard of the Restream chat lets me see all the things I need to see, the peeps. Hey, we're streaming, Carl Wallen. Carl Wallen, Carl Wallen, Carl Wallen, Carl Wallen. His name is Mr. Wallen. He's in the Great North Woods, teaching all the kids like you knew he would. He's Mr. Wallen. He's a deviant of the night. Mr. Wallen, Wallen, Wallen. Go with that boy, he just ain't right. Woo, Mr. Wallen, that boy just ain't right. But he's our kind of deviant, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going out there in movie land? When's Dylan going to get the mic and embarrass you? You know what, Roger? That's a good question. Maybe he can start telling stories of days of dad gone past. Greg, my man, thank you for another live stream. You boys are keeping my feet nice and tight. Thanks for the sweet Lord for Gristle Time. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, Christopher Brown. Greetings from Austin, Texas. Spider in the house. Spider Logan is a demon seed. I did have a new song about quarantine, but Dylan doesn't like the song. But we're going to do it anyway. Dylan, are you ready for it?
Nope.
It hits a little close to home for all of us, I think. Dad gone past. That sounded a little weird, didn't it? It's hot in LA, says Leland. Well, Lee, let me tell you a little story. It's a little cold here behind the cheddar curtain. It's nice out today, but it's
still cold.
It's still cold. Thank you, Mr. Quarantine, for keeping us safe from COVID-19. But when the going gets tough, the tough get hangry. For maybe something a little sweet, or maybe a little tangy. But when my double chin goes round a third, I need to lose a quarantine. I need to lose a quarantine. Eating those crunch berries was a whole lot of fun. I need to lose a quarantine. When my double chin goes round and round, I need to lose a quarantine. Tacos from Chilongo, pizza from Wise. When you're sitting around at home, there's nothing better than feast. Quarantine. I need to lose a quarantine. When my double chin goes round and round, I need to lose a quarantine. Cactus is down on the right, left is on the left. We know where to go when the only choice that laying bars are better, but Reese's and Snickers are good in any kind of weather. Come on, quarantine. I need to lose a quarantine. When my double chin goes round and burn, I need to lose a quarantine. Today is Friday. Since Monday, I have had 0 artificial sugar, ladies and gentlemen. I've given it up for the sake of my Milwaukee goiter. I see you guys are asking what my turnaround is that I'm doing there. That right there, I'm doing, it's an E, right? So I'm doing a 2/5 turnaround. So I'm going F sharp minor 7, G sharp minor 7 with a raised 5th, A13. You can do that as a A sharp diminished, and then I'm doing a B sus. So you can see that as a A over B. And then you can kind of throw this one in. This is an F over B. And sometimes I like to go up here to a B13 with a flat 9. Up to there, it's a E6. So. Walk up there, B7. I like to look at that as like an A over C sharp. To a D diminished. To a, I'm going to call it a B over E flat. That little walk up. How are you? Right? A little fun. Sometimes I'll put that 6 in there. For that, I like to hit that C sharp augmented sharp 90 thing. I do that tune of mine, Night Owl Now. That I go. Messing it up. I like to do that a bunch where I go to the 4 chord and it's first the 4 chords major, then you go minor with it, just to be obnoxious. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta mess things up. We're having a little bit of a latency right now, but that's just wait until next week when we finally get our fiber optic, ladies and gentlemen. Then we will be rocking and rolling. So earlier this week we got upgraded to the best of the DSL that we could have available with our AT&T service. But when the guy came over, he's like, well, you have a fiber optic thing out in back. I'm like, well, let's get that. He's like, well, let me see what we can do. So they call in. They're like, oh, no, that's not registered as available yet. He goes, well, it is available. I can see it. I'm looking at it right now. So it had to go in. So they had to report it to this person, who had to report it to that person, who has to report it to AT&T. So I was supposed to check back today. I did. I said, hey, are we on the list yet for availability for fiber optic? They said, not yet that we can see. So I got to wait another week. So the latency you are currently experiencing will be kapow. Fiber optic port into your head. Wouldn't that be awesome? Dylan playing exceptional Billy Miles gut bucket today. Yeah, Buddy Miles. Why did I say Billy Miles? I played with Buddy Miles. I did a couple gigs with Buddy Miles back then. We did some, needless to say, we did some Bandit Gypsies material. Can you dig it? Greg, when you do your Wildwood videos, how do you choose the guitars to use in each individual video? Well, Troy, I don't pick them. The folks at Wildwood have an itinerary. They have a plan of attack. I just show up, and they said, here's the guitars we're shooting today. And I go, cool. And then away we go. I think it's based a little bit on what they, what's just come in that's hot that they want to get a video in right away. Sometimes they bought a lot of a certain something, and they want to get as many videos in as possible so that people know that they have them in quantity and can choose between a bunch of them. But that's how that rolls. I don't have any say in it. Does Dylan use blast sticks? It's funny you should mention that, Spider, because I asked him about, he has blast sticks. He has used blast sticks in the past as well as brushes, but he doesn't have any here. I asked him, I said, when I'm doing the acoustic thing, it might be nice for some blast sticks. He's like, yeah, I don't have any here, so we'll have to get some. With Mother's Day looming, what is the mother of all chords? Asked Leland. Leland, you are a rascal. I like a bunch of, one of my favorite chords, ladies and gentlemen, is this one right here. That is a chord that is conducive to my own personal lifestyle. And that is it's an A13 with a raised fourth, or A9 with a raised fourth. I use those chords in a tune of mine called Ain't Got Problems, I Got You, which is kind of a funny song. The shuffle. I have so many 12 shuffles. It's 4 in the morning and I'm shivering from head to toe. He's up in the living room and the bedroom door is tightly closed. Now the boys down out got carried away. Now the sun's coming up and I'm stumbling through the doorway. What's the matter, baby? No, I'll never do you wrong. What's the matter, baby? You'll never wake up to find it all gone. Said, ain't got problems, I got you. All the changes you're putting me through. Out of my thinking, but I'm about to break. Let's clean up your rag before we all say. You good at painting your town. Now what's else to do in this one horse town? It's either just like to pay the rent. I'm trying to carve a niche and not making a dent. What's the matter, baby? You know I'll never do you wrong. What's the matter, baby? You'll never wake up to find it all gone. Woo! She said, I ain't got problems, I got you. All those changes you put me through. Out of my thinking, but I'm about to break. Let's clean up the rag for both of us. For both of us. I'm trying to carve a niche and not make a difference. What's the matter, baby? You know I'll never do you wrong. What's the matter, baby? You'll never wake up to find me long gone. Woo! She said, I ain't got problems, I got you. All those changes you're putting me through. Got in my venting, but I'm about to break. Clean up your rag, only my say. Both of our sake. What did I do to piss you off this time? Woo! Ain't got problems, I got you. It's a love song, isn't it? It's a love song. That was actually for my record. The first record we ever put out CD back in the day. Greg Koch and the Tone Controls. That record came out in 1993. It is available on the Inner Google and on my website. Ain't got problems, I got you. But I came up with those chords. I thought they were cool. Which is basically going like an 8-13 with the 13 against the 7. Gives it kind of a and then there, the relationship between that F sharp and that E. And the bass part is usually so I had to come up with something. So the solo version I had to do this. And then it goes to an E there, and I'm doing that E. It's kind of a nice voicing of an E. And this little line. To a C9. And the chorus is. To C13 to a B9 to a call it B flat 13 if you want. Sharp 13, same thing. Right? For the kids, Diggity Doggone It. Play the Service Master tune. You mean Carpet Masters. Is that the one you're thinking of? Carpet Masters. All right. Tell us about that guitar. You got it, Kevin. This is actually a relatively new instrument. I got this a couple years ago. And it is a Martin 00028, the reimagined 00028. So it's the little shorter scale, so it's a little easier to bend strings and whatnot on it. As well as it's just got a beefy, cool little tone for a smaller bodied guitar. It's Master Joda says, have you ever played with Guthrie Govan? I have, as a matter of fact. I first met Guthrie in the lofty days of 2006, I believe. 2007, maybe. We did a master class thing, week study with 3 mutants down in Sicily. It was myself, Guthrie, and Robin Ford. And we're staying at this cool little hotel in the old part of, ancient part of Syracuse in Sicily. And we taught we'd do a little workshop every day, and we'd sit in each other's workshop for a group of people that signed up for this program. And then we did a gig together on the last night. But we ate and pillaged and enjoyed musical Congress. It was beautiful. It was awesome. And I just saw Guthrie. He came out to see the band when we were in London. So we played in London in November. And he and his gal pal came out to see us. Can we find it online? No, unfortunately, no one filmed it. Do you dream with chords? Well, no. Someone asked for a Luna Girl or a Rex Charmer. We could probably do both. Actually, we did Luna Girl on an acoustic. It sounded pretty cool. Am I right? There you go. Why is that taking off? It's pissing me off. Tune called Luna Girl. We haven't released this yet. There is an electric version of it available online right now. A video that we did for IK Media. obviously with Dylan blasting away like a rock warlord as I'm playing an acoustic guitar, the only reason why that's possible is because I'm outfitted with a Fishman pickup in this guitar through a Fishman Loudbox Performer. Those two together make me be able to keep up with a doggone rock and roll drumming beast. Rock and roll drumming beast. Sorry, we lost control there for a minute, but we brought it back in. We brought it back together. Okay, so Fishman Matrix Infinity VT pickup in here. Chord into Loudbox Performer. Pretty much got the EQ flat on the Loudbox Performer. Mess around a little bit on the tone control inside. Anyways, you hear it sounds damn good. But I'm going to put this guitar down and grab hold of a powerful electrical instrument. If I can. I'm going to grab this. Actually, you know what? I got old orangey plugged in here. The Clockwork Orange iteration of my signature Reverend guitar. Oh, that's so dirty. I like it. I like it all. Can you dig it? No, I didn't not forget to plug into my microphone. The only reason why I unplugged it is because it was making an unsightly feedback with that acoustic guitar. So I got rid of it, but I will plug it back in. But that's not where the vocals for the stream are coming from. That's coming from this microphone right here that you cannot see. Can you dig it? Hold on to your hats by Jiminy Jangle. Have I met Gary? Did I ever meet Gary Moore? I never did, as a matter of fact. What gauge strings do you generally use on electric and acoustic? Well, just a regular light set from Diodario Phosphor Bronze. Although currently on that guitar I'm beta testing a new set of strings, but the high E string is a 12. On my electric guitars, I like to use 10 through 46 NYXL set from Diodario.
You need Joe?
I could go for some Joe. Yes, please. Don't do it. Okay, this is my signature guitar from Reverend Guitars that has the Fishman Fluence Gristle tone pickups on it. Which neck is on the Clockwork Orange? That is the traditional, or the neck that the guitar first came with. Turn that snare off, diggity dog it. Where's that doggone snare thing? There it is. And only the black one, this one here, these two are a special run that Wildwood did. This one's got a bigger neck on it. All the rest of them, Clockwork Orange, Blucifer, which is the sonic blue of doom, Party Red, and Pow Yellow, as well as the purple, the Axis Purple. Do you mind not being a Motower? Well, I don't even know what that means, Michael. But I dig it. Anyway, so the Fishman pickups allow me to get multiple voices. And the neck pickup. If I press this little button in right here, I get a little extra beef. Yeah, that's a real thing. It's the motorcycle insurance commercial. Just playing, right? Come. I see what you did there. I'm digging you here in Winnipeg. My question is, how can I be cool like you? Ha ha! Always cool whenever I see you play, man. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. What's up, Greg? Sounds fantastic as always. Thank you very much. Can you get P90-ish on the neck? Well, Chris, I have a signature P90 coming from Fishman, which is also going to go on a new signature Reverend. But the neck gets, I wouldn't say it's P90-ish by character. But it's glorious. Funk 50, Funk 53, if we're doing chronological. Spider says, I have the black one with the beefy neck. And is it not awesome? That neck is girthsome and robust. We may put it on a couple other colors. We're still kind of sussing that out. But for now, it's just available on the red through our friendly neighborhood Wildwood guitars. The regular guitars are available everywhere. Wherever Reverends are sold. Certainly the pickups are available by themselves. If you wanted to get a set of Gristle-tone pickups to install in your instrument of choice, Telecaster or T-style guitar of your choice, you could certainly get them. You can get them anywhere at your friendly neighborhood Fishman dealer, or you can get them through GregKoch.com. We got them. We can get them. We can get them out. Good old Joe Walsh. Absolutely. Greetings from Bayview. What's going down in Bayview? When you have time, check out Bella LeGreen. Oh, I know doggone about Bella LeGreen. He's fantastic. Magnificent. What radius? Asked Tim Lowry. The radius of this guitar is 10 through 14. So 10 down here, 14 up here. Very comfortable. It's 6105 frets. Glorious. Actually, it's a little loud in here today. I'm going to put my little... I got these nice Diodario earplugs that just take a little off the top. So it's not... you don't feel like you're in another universe when you put the earplugs in. Shell Pink would be awesome. Greetings from New Orleans. I like it. Oh, can you dig it? Ryan Fitz, more meters. Ha 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 ha. Sunburst Gristlemancer. That's an excellent idea. I thought what would be cool, I have to talk about it with Ken, but maybe what we'll do is we'll do kind of a cool Sunburst and then do a Pau Ferro fingerboard for that one. See what I'm saying? But we'll see. Anything's possible. Love your Nam Jams with Andy from Taylor. Well, thank you, Graham. I enjoy those as well. They're always extemporaneous and fun. Can we dig it? Can you dig it? Greg, what are your opinions on the new Gibson Les Pauls? I just got myself a new 50s Tobacco Sunburst. And man, I gotta tell you, I love it. And there are some imperfections on the finish, but I don't care. It sounds so sweet. P.S. You're the man. Love you, bro. Well, thank you very much. That's very nice. I like those guitars. I think they're fantastic. They're making good stuff. I've got a hankering for a custom shop iteration because I got rid of a few different Lesters. But this little Lester right here is a fantastic one. I'm gonna plug this one in. This is a Wildwood spec 57 from the custom shop, and I have the Fishman Fluence classic humbuckers in this beast. Oh, bless your heart. Oh, it's so good. Our coffee machine is so good. We got a problem. You know what I'm saying? All day long. We're just hitting it. Coffee problem. A three-tone sunburst. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about too, Chris. Three-tone, kind of like I would be going after kind of the Tele Custom vibe. You know what I mean? From the early 60s.
Coffee problem.
Yes, like the 60s Deluxe with binding, correct. The custom, right? This guitar sounds so damn good, it's ridiculous. That was a version of a song we actually did with the Koch Marshall Trio. We call that one Heed the Boogaloo. We miss you, Toby Lee Marshall.
Toad, where did you go? Toad.
Yeah, these pickup sounds, diggity doggone. It was Enter the Rats. Good. Am I right or am I right? Oh, we're doing pretty good on time. How about some questions out there in movie land? That was a tune called Enter the Rats. That's also off the Koch Marshall Trio record then. Can you play that riff? G sharp, A going to E. I'm not sure which one. This is a little song called Unrepentant, and we played this one before, but I always like playing it. With these pickups, you have multiple voices. Right now I have it on the Seth Lover. But if I press this button up here, I get... song called Unrepentant, ladies and gentlemen, off the record of the same name.
Repent.
Unrepentant.
Repent.
Can you dig it?
Repent.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm glad you dug it. Oh, look at that. It's we got about 5 minutes left. We got time for another jam if we wanted to. We played a jam last night that we just got. A lot of times what happens is like we do a little minute-long thing on Instagram or something like that. I'll just say, Dylan, play groove, and then he'll start something. I'll just play something rando. Sometimes it's little pieces of maybe some of my tunes mixed in, but sometimes it's just whatever.
Rando.
And we did one last night. It was kind of fun. We could try to quasi. Awesome, fellas. Are those shorts available on your website? Shorts? Those songs? We don't have any shorts on, do we? Volume. Can you dig it? The great Vanzini says, well, I play guitar, but darned if I don't have gas for a small set of drums. Right? They rock.
They do.
All right, folks, what do we got? It's 5:01. We got a couple minutes left here. Dylan, you're probably done. You can go and do whatever you're going to do. I'll answer a couple more questions. Ever played Dylan's Gretsch? Every now and again. I'll sit down. That's been a while. Love your gristliness. Well, thank you, Bill Clifford. You guys rock. Full tilt gristle immersion therapy. It's the cure. Okay, if we're honest, it's the cure for what ails you. It's the cure for what ails you. I'm going to take this thing out so I don't have to hear that reverb. Drown in my own tears. Well, we hope you enjoyed the jams today. Thank you, Fishman. Thank you, Ryan Fitzsimmons, glorious man behind the curtain who's helping us out and making sure that everything is flowing as best we can. He's out in Boston. We're here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and sequestered here in beautiful Wauwatosa, and just having a good old time doing what we got to do. So we do this every Monday and Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. I also do a thing for Wildwood, and that is with Dylan, and that is every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Central. And can you dig it? Oh, someone's getting a hold of me here. Oh, they're saying dirty things. Forgot to update the titles. Whoops. You can say edit the. Oh, thanks for the meeting. That's right. We forgot to put the the Fishman information up. This is sponsored by Fishman, ladies and gentlemen. They're kind enough to keep our Fishman relationship going and doing this shout out during quarantine. And hope to be back on the road for them doing some stuff. And definitely, we were going to do a bunch of different stuff in these next couple months. But obviously, all of that has been, shall we say, canceled at this particular juncture in time. Have you rescheduled the Saxon Pub gig? Yes, Kevin, I believe we have. We'll see if that happens. August, I believe. We're going to try to do it around the same time as the Dallas Guitar Show. If indeed all that stuff happens. We don't know. We don't know what's happening. How many Five Guys burgers should I eat tonight? You know what? I am a fan of the Five Guys burger, but every time I eat a Five Guys burger, I get a double, get a little bacon on there, fried onions, what have you. Then those fries. Arguably, it's a top tier fry, if we're honest, at Five Guys. That bag of fries is as good as they get. But then you eat it and you're like, this is so damn good. As burgers go, this is fantastic. And then you eat those fries, like, as fries go, these are fantastic. And you get done eating, and you go, God, I hate myself. What did I just do? I just performed partial suicide on my being by feasting on this. I might as well just have taken a big plate of lard and just went and wore it as a mask and just suckled on the lard. Actually, that's not true. What are you going to do? Dallas Guitar Show, July 31st, August 1 and 2. Yes, that's when we're supposed to be. That's going to be that time. Does this look infected you? I don't know what that means, Michael. Easy 3,000 calories. Am I right, Spider? It's savage. So 3 Five Guys burgers. Of course. You know what? If you're going to do it, you better do it right. Am I right or am I right? If you're going to do it, you got to do it right. Tips on alternate string picking. Alternate picking. It's that's a whole thing we could talk about, and maybe sometime we will. But that's impossible to do quickly. I do hold my pick a variety of different ways. If I'm doing bluesier stuff, I've got my finger, the pad of my first finger, holding it with my thumb, and I got a little action going this way. See that? Schweinel. Looks like a bird pecking someone's brain. Brains. And then when I want to do faster picking, I take my pick, or alternate picking, and I'll put it against that first knuckle. And then that pick doesn't move around. And that's how I do my... that's loud. Took out those earplugs. I was like, hello, po, kapow. Anyways, you don't remember ever seeing that Les Paul? Yes, I've had this Les Paul for a few years now. And as a matter of fact, this guitar I used on, there's some stuff online. There's a record I did called Vivid Gristle, which was with Greg Koch on the tone controls, Gary Kaler and Kevin Muschel. And we recorded it live in the studio. There's a couple of videos on my YouTube page of Rex Charmer and of Words, I believe, and something else. I think maybe Vody Shuffle. And those, and I used this and a Red 335, both outfitted with Fishman Flow-inch pickup shit, my dad. Although I think at that time I just had the nickel-plated ones. New 64 ES335, or that's up to you. That's a personal. You know what 335 I got a hankering for is a doggone 58 blonde one with dot neck. That's the kind I had back in the day. Was that alternate picking? It was. Must be them's the Breaks guitar. You are correct, Dan. That is correct. What is my favorite Clapton lick? I would have to say this collection. That's my Have you ever turned the neck? Yes, I have done that, Bill Clifford. I have turned the pickup and done that mod, and it sounds fantastic. Can you dig it? I had to leave. Did they say you practice jazz standards playing over changes? Yes. You know what? Was never one to like learn a bunch of standards, but I have standards that I know that I play every now and again. And play over chord changes. Yes. I saw a picture of you and Guthrie Govan together. Any plans to do something together? Not that we have anything set. Do you have a favorite Jimmy Herring lick? Yeah, actually I do. Those are two of them. Santana, yeah, I dig Santana. Love your song "Too Broke." Well, thank you, Joe. When are you coming back to Austin, Jason? We're trying to work something out. If things are open in late July, early August, we'll be down there. The Orange Room looks awesome, by the way. Well, thank you, Gene. I'm glad you dig it. It's a fun place to rock. It's a fun place to roll. Any Lenny Bro licks? Well, I do some of that, you know. Oh, that kind of stuff, you know. That kind of stuff. Frickin' frick frack. What year is that Les Paul? This is a, I don't know, 2016 maybe? 57 custom shop. Do you have any use augmented licks in your... Yeah, I just did. Do you still prefer beefier necks? I'm kind of an equal opportunity offender. I like big necks. I like smaller necks. It depends. Play so many different guitars that I'm like, hey, this feels good. And sometimes it might be a smaller neck. I tend to like bigger necks. Lasagna or bolognese? Yes. I'm going to say yes to that. When you're at the NAMM show entertaining, how do you keep all your appearances straight? Planned away, advanced, or just winging it? It's winging it for sure. I mean, I might have a running dossier. I mean, it's kind of like these things. I have kind of a running idea of what I might play, but usually I just kind of, in the moment, you just kind of go, put it up and see where the breezes take you, and away you go. Is the Greg amp good for jamming at home, or is it too mighty? No, it's fantastic for playing at home. You can dial it down low, and it sounds majesty. Greg, your guitar playing composition never failed to freaking blow my mind. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, folks, I'm going to go. We're going to get some dinner together and feast. It is Friday night. Thank God it's Friday. Can you dig that? Again, if you guys are interested, at my website, I do have Skype lessons available. And actually, I do a few during the week, and I enjoy it. So if you're up for it, I'm glad they come in at a pace that I can just kind of, hey, I think I'll do a Skype lesson today. I like that. So if you go to my website, gregkoch.com, Skype lessons are available. The hats are available. Fishman Fluence Gristle-tone pickups are available. My Gristle King pedals, Clean Boost Overdrive. That's a glorious pedal. That's right here. Diggity dog on it. Glorious. I use this a lot if I'm flying someplace, I'm not sure what kind of amp I'm going to use. I'll go into the front end of it like a Fender amp, set it clean, and then I got a Clean Boost, get a little bit more meat, and then grab this for the overdrive. The world blows up. Actually, this is the overdrive part. This is Clean Boost. And sounds glorious. What else? We got all my instructional stuff on there. We got all my records on there. So it's a fun place to go, thegregkoch.com. Some t-shirts. Pick up some Fishmans. I like what you did there. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Stay safe and eat good food and hang out. Cause trouble. With the ones you love. All right, folks. We'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in.